Thank you. So 1981, Faneuil Hall, Boston. I was there. It changed my life. I escaped into a different place between memory and dream, as Sarah Whiting so aptly puts. And then a few months later, this guy named Jim Rouse was on the cover of Time magazine. And in the back of that article, it said he had started a new company called the Enterprise Development Company. And 6 months later, I was working for him, moving from Minneapolis to this place called Columbia. And Columbia, I learned, was a place to escape from convention, where there was freedom and tolerance that wasn't necessarily found in Baltimore or in Washington or in other places. And Jim Rouse also started in 1967, the same year of Columbia, Merriweather. And Merriweather brought people here to experience Columbia and to have a great time listening to good music in the forest. So, in a sense, Merriweather was conveniently far, far away. And so was Columbia, right? I mean, in other words, right there, you know, a few minutes from Baltimore, a little bit further from Washington, but conveniently far, far away because it was a different place. Well, today, Columbia's all grown up, right? It's grown out, but actually we're still growing up. And in both physically and in other dimensions. We're maturing as a city. Great cities are hundreds of years old, but the Merriweather Symphony Woods and the idea of being conveniently far, far away is still central to the way that we're maturing as a city and as a county. So what's happening now? Well, Merriweather, if you go out there, Merriweather's under reconstruction right now. And the park we're going into construction this year and we'll open our first phase next year. And we're following the mandates of the 2010 Howard County plan. So in the middle of millions of square feet, in the middle of Columbia, in the middle of Howard County, in the middle of where Maryland comes together, we are building the Maryland State of Mind. State of Mind where the mandate for a new kind of culture park is announced at every entrance. This was done by Maryland artist William Cochran, who worked at Merriweather. Then we go through the journey, the state of mind where the journey is as important as the destination. And this was designed by Baltimore landscape architects Mahan Reichel. Did a brilliant job. Right down that boardwalk is the merry-go-round. And the merry-go-round takes the playground, and in this state of mind, the Maryland state of mind, it becomes woven, artfully woven right into the treescape. This is my personal favorite. Is another William Cochran sculpture where the inanimate horns become almost animate, biological, botanical sculpture. Martha Schwartz, brilliant designer from London, American, who is based in London, did the picnic table. And the picnic table is where we invite everybody to come on down and set a spell, which is a remarkable thing from a Yankee from Minneapolis. This is our first construction, the Chrysalis. It has 2 prosceniums. It is a park pavilion, and at all times, day or night, it is a sculpture done by the brilliant designer Mark Furness. The butterfly invites you to beautiful wooded terraces and the raked roof decks to have a cold beverage, perhaps something that's served here on a hot summer night. And instead of demising concert goers and park patrons with walls or something, we have the art of bounds, right? The caterpillar, which takes a green wall and makes it into a cylinder that weaves through the forest floor. So we set out to do a wondrous, sensuous park that has actually been confirmed. It's appealed to 1,000 different people in a scientific survey that was conducted by a third party. And so we know that it's a strong idea. And in fact, in the same survey, they got this. They got the idea of what does it mean to be a Maryland state of mind. It's happy, it's merry, it's free, it's relaxed, it's entertained. Escape to fun. So, is Columbia fun? Absolutely. Jim Rouse says that there's a yearning for the festival life. And living between memory and dream, that's where I got my ignite. I was ignited in Faneuil Hall, and the park will ignite many more people in the future. Thank you very much.